Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers as they match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the 37-year-old Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead the Steelers. And he led the entire NFL in passing yards in 2018, the second time that he's owned that honor.
All right now, like 80. Come baby. Woo!
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
And now the spotlight falls on wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster, because with the acrimonious departure of Antonio Brown to Oakland and Le'Veon Bell moving on to the New York Jets, he is truly the #1 target for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Like 80. 45. I'm going to run you over. Black.
4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
180. 45. I got it. Showing it.
On second down now, it's Connor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Black 30. Check 45. Come on.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Flush to his right. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Black 25. It's our time. It's our time. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston, he hits his target, left side, Watson. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Go in the first half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go.
Throwing, Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Ready? Blue 80. 98's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to. Let me go. You don't want none.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs are able to strike for 6. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against his zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Noah Spence in on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Open man here is Gentry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he finds McDonald. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Let's go. Hurry up. Hey, watch that.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Inside of a minute to go now, 2 timeouts left, still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out, 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Ready. White 25. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.